think it is a double whammy because the filmmaking business is so tough. First of all, forget gender or color or anything. To decide that you're gonna take this story from an element of idea to casting, producing, putting all this money in it, and creative energy, and creating this thing, it's huge. Then when you look into the kind of ratio and politics of it all, you see that it's an old boys network. And you look into it, you see that it's mostly a white old boys network. And so it is a double whammy. But what you're gonna do, I'm not gonna be able to change my gender or my color. So therefore, I have to tell these stories, and I have to, recognizing that it is an old boys network. I'm here on the planet right now, and there are a lot of women, African-American women, Dutch women, Caribbean, European, filmmakers from London. There are women doing it, whether they're doing shorts, features, documentaries, whatever. We're out there doing it, and it gives you a support to know that you're not alone, but it's huge. You know, if you didn't feel you had the support, I think I have a huge support in my family, and the fact that I have to tell the story is what makes me go, okay, how do I figure out how to really, really think outside of the box, you know, go to where they want you. I see myself with a 5-picture deal, doing not only continuing to do independent films, but doing independent slash in the Hollywood system, but as an independent African-American, Caribbean-American filmmaker, but doing things all over the world. If we don't, I stopped getting frustrated that you know, it's an old boys network. That's I consider the fact that I have 100% of energy, and if I spend 75 of it angry that this person over here is doing this, then I've wasted my time on Earth. I'm gonna keep that 75 and put it into creating. And being aware, then I'll be aware of collaborations, I'll be aware to tell my story, I'll be aware to fight the good fight of putting my stuff out there. If we don't tell our stories, no one will tell it for you. And that's just the bottom line. No one has to tell it. If you're a person who's handicapped with cerebral palsy and you want to be a filmmaker, you think somebody else will tell your story just because? They don't see cerebral palsy people in the world, so they don't see that story. You've got to tell it and use your energy to that nature. I don't see Caribbean people in a lot of media. Hey, I'm Caribbean, I'm a filmmaker, I'm an artist. I will tell that story, I will give that voice. So that's where I see myself and my production company. And I'm excited about it. And this has made it even more possible to just go, oh, okay, I can come back there whenever I want, you know, and keep doing what I'm doing. The youth of London, the black youth were so hungry for Kings County, our first feature, and identified themselves as those same kids who were in the Brooklyn projects that I was talking about, said, I know this guy. I want to be able to show this film to my what did they what do they call their best friend, my mate? I want to be able to show this film to my mate, you know? And it was exciting. And we had 2 screenings there. Oh God, it was really awesome. And from then on was when Europe then became demystified. And this is now like the icing on the cake, you know, it's just, the language is a challenge, but there are enough people who speak some English, and next time I come back, I'll have some French in my back pocket. But it's been fun.